Radio.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio on this Tuesday, November 10th, 2009, a sort of pre-Veterans Day celebration. You're listening to the Alamo City Q's of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Incorporated, Psi Alpha Chapter, located in San Antonio, Texas, the mighty 9th District of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. I'm your host, Brother Mateen Diop, and this is a monthly broadcast of the Alamo City Q's where we spotlight and highlight a member of our chapter and our fraternity. The number to call is 646-381-4270. You can log on to Blog Talk Radio. Come on over to the Alamo City Q's website and log in to chat. You can chat and ask our interviewee any questions you might want to ask and get this thing started. So, again, I'm your host, Brother Dr. Mateen Diop. You're listening to Blog Talk Radio, the Alamo City Q's in San Antonio, Texas, Psi Alpha Chapter of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, located in San Antonio, the mighty 9th District of the fraternity. Again, this is our monthly newsletter. We highlight different brothers in our fraternity and our chapter, just kind of highlight things that they're doing in their lives, in their personal lives, and their professional lives, and we just want to highlight and get them out there. So you can go to our website at www.alamocityqs, that's Q-U-E-S, alamocityqs.com, and find out all kinds of things that we're doing. Our IT guys, they just put things up there. You can look at pictures and see what we have going on. You can read the Psi Alpha history, all kinds of things we got going on and popping here in the city of San Antonio, and the Qs are definitely putting it down. So go on out to our website, www.alamocityqs.com, and see what we're doing. You can leave messages to us, and, our emails are out there and everything. So we are very transparent. We want everybody to know, in the community, to know what we're doing, so we are not behind. So, again, the number to call, 646-381-4270. We're going to be highlighting one of our esteemed brothers today. You're listening to Blog Talk Radio, the Alamo City Q's in San Antonio, Texas, where we highlight a deserving brother every month. The last couple of months, I don't know if you had a chance to listen last month, when we talked to Brother Warren Usan. Brother Warren Usan is from what we call the Mother Pearl in our chapter. He was a 1939 member of our chapter, of our fraternity, and he pledged and crossed the sands over at Texas Wiley College, way down in Marshall, Texas, and he's been kicking and doing all kinds of things in our fraternity ever since, so it was truly an honor and a blessing to get to talk to him and everything that he's been going through, and as a Tuskegee Airman. And go on back. You can also go back to our website at alamocityqs.com, and you can listen to a podcast of that interview, and that was truly amazing. Our first month out, we had our bossless on, Brother James Blair, and again, on behalf of Brother James Blair, the president or bossless of our local chapter, I want to welcome everybody to Blog Talk Radio. Again, we've interviewed Brother Bossless and Brother Blair, and you can see what he's been doing. Brother coming to San Antonio from Alabama, Wofford College, doing big things here in San Antonio, taking care of the children here in our city and here in our community, and he's doing great things. So, again, the number to call, 646-381-4270. We're going to be talking today to our brother Richard Swoope and see, kind of highlight his accomplishments and kind of see what he's been up to. And again, this is a monthly broadcast, and this being like the pre-Eve Veterans Day celebration, we really wanted to talk to one of our members who is currently in the military. So the number to call, 646-381-4270. Again, this is a monthly broadcast of the Alamo City Q's, where we spotlight and highlight a member of our chapter and our fraternity. And this being the eve of Veterans Day, what better way to honor our veterans than to speak to one of our very own, a 25-year member of Omega Psi Phi, and also a life member, which shows you his commitment to himself and his family. brother, Lieutenant Colonel Richard Swoope. What up, Swoope?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Man, it is all good. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing very well, very well. Very excited and happy to be here speaking with you this evening.
Man, it is really an honor to talk to you. I mean, I know this is the eve of Veterans Day for you, and you being a member of the armed forces, man. I'm reading your very lengthy accomplishments that you had, man. And one of the things I wanted to ask you is I've had the opportunity to fellowship with you on different occasions, and one of the things I've noticed about you and have admired about you is your commitment not only to your profession, but to your personal life. I mean, where does that commitment come from? Is that something you attribute to your parents? Where do you get that commitment from, man?
Well, definitely the commitment to family starts at home with the parents and the upbringing. Definitely got a lot of that in my environment growing up in the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan, back in the day. And my mother and father instilled family values in us, as well as the church. So I think I got that, from my family and prior to, going off to college and becoming the man that I've become, my father was a big influence on that.
Man, you listen to the Blog Talk Radio, the Alamo City Q's. The number to call 646-381-4270. Go on out to our website at www.alamocityqs.com and listen to today's broadcast. You can listen to that over and over again via podcast that we will have posted on our website as soon as we're done here today. I'm looking at your list of accomplishments, man, while you've been in the military, and I want to start with the military before I go into your fraternal life, man. And you got the Bronze Star, the Army Commendation Medal, the Army Achievement Medal, the Overseas Ribbon, just a laundry list of stuff, man. If you had to pinpoint one thing that you're most proud of since you've served our country, what do you think that would be?
Well, it's kind of hard to sum everything up in just one particular accomplishment. I would say just the fact that I've been a 20-year military service member is my biggest accomplishment. I never intended on staying in the military this long. Initially, if you look at my resume there, I was going to be a 4-year ROTC commitment. And at the end of 4 years, I saw where this was a great opportunity for me being a young black man, coming out of an urban center like the Michigan area. And it was just a great opportunity for me. It gave me some leadership opportunities, an opportunity to see the world, an opportunity to do some things that I otherwise would not have had a chance to do. So I can't say one thing did that. It was just the fact that the path was laid in front of me, and I just took it.
And that is what's up, and you have done a lot, man. Let me move on into your fraternal life here. I know you were initiated into the fraternity in 1984 at Oakland University in Rochester, Michigan, the 10th District. You're a life member of the fraternity now, 25 years, man. What in the world, what got into your head when you were a little boy that you wanted to join Omega Psi Phi fraternity? Why Omega?
Well, to be honest with you, as a young man coming up, my dealings with Omega were limited. I was the first in my family to go to college, so I didn't see college-educated men, coming around. However, my father was a committed plant factory worker for General Motors, so he taught me, the value of hard work. However, when I did get into high school and toward our senior year and the latter years in high school, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity was very prominent within, the community. So we started seeing these men working in the community and things of that nature. And then when I went off to college, I went to a predominantly white college, and so we didn't have that many African Americans and minorities at our school, but the Omegas that were on the campus at the time were the leaders on campus. And that really immediately got my attention. When I saw one of these men, I would always see at least two. Although their numbers were smaller than the other organizations, but I was impressed by the fact that these guys would always be together. And I said, wow, there's something special about this organization that I want to become a part of. And a lot of those guys, took it upon themselves to mentor me in my early years with the tutelage and whatnot, and teaching me the way throughout the school, as well as just, to transition from boy to man, actually.
Man, that is great. The number to call is 646-381-4270. You're listening to Blog Talk Radio's the Alamo City Q's of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Psi Alpha Chapter, located in San Antonio, Texas, the mighty 9th District. We're talking to Brother Lieutenant Colonel Richard Swoope, a 25-year member of our fraternity, a life member of our fraternity, and a 20-year member of the United States Armed Forces. Okay, you talked about your military life. You kind of went into a little bit about your fraternity life. Man, I'm looking at all the chapters you've been to. You've been a Bossless, you've been a KRS, and now in Psi Alpha chapter, you are the committee chairman for Achievement Week. What do you have going on with Achievement Week? What are you most proud of? What do our listeners have to look forward to for the upcoming Achievement Week coming next week?
Well, the biggest thing is our culminating event on November 20th, which is Friday night, with our banquet, our Achievement Week banquet. I look at that as our shining moment due to the fact that the brothers will be dressed in, a black tie event. It's an opportunity for us to showcase some of the achievements, not only of our members, but of some of the community leaders. And to me, this is the best opportunity that we have to show what our fraternity is all about. Now, the week is filled with a lot of things that, every brother can get involved with. We start the week off, the church service. We'll go out to the church and fellowship with the brothers and worship with the brothers, and also have we'll eat brunch there, at the church following our services. Then on Monday night, we'll do a reclamation where we want to bring some brothers back to the organization that may have strayed away or for whatever various reasons are not aware of the fraternity in the area, various different reasons. We bring those brothers back to the frat house and do a reclamation with them and fellowship with those brothers. And then, as you know, on Tuesday the 17th is the actual foundation of our fraternity, so we'll definitely sit down and reminisce, and the older brothers will come back, and we'll talk about, life in Omega over the past 98 years and things of that nature. We also, on the next day, on Wednesday, we're going to have a little community mixer, if you will, social gathering, kind of a happy hour, after work, where we're inviting friends of Omega and friends of the fraternity to come out with us and break bread and have an adult beverage and just some good friends and fellowshipping opportunity and networking on Wednesday night. Thursday, I'm really proud of the fact that we're going to go over to one of the high schools here in San Antonio area, one of the African-American-based high schools, and we're going to go out and talk to the men about our professional areas that we're in. And we have men from various areas coming to speak with the high school gentlemen. And we're also on that day going to give away Thanksgiving baskets to some worthy and needy families in the area. So we have a week filled of activity, and there's something for everyone out there, whether you're a brother or not.
Man, you're doing an absolutely outstanding job, man, and I can't wait to be a part of those festivities, man. New Gamma Gamma, 1984, is it still around? What's the state of New Gamma Gamma?
No, brother, that's New Gamma chapter. That's at Oakland University. Where the brothers are still around. The chapter itself at this point is rebuilding due to some of the changes in the university there with the population of the African-American students. But the brothers are still very active in the community. Many of those brothers have transitioned into one of the chapters that's affiliated in the area, Omicron Alpha Alpha, as well as Tau Kappa Kappa and New Omega chapter right there up there in the 10th district. So the brothers are very prominent in the community doing some of the things similar to what we're doing here in San Antonio. Very proud of the lineage on that chapter, and we're looking to push that chapter forward in the future.
You heard it now. Let me ask you this last question before I let you go, man. What are your future plans as far as the military is concerned, and do you plan to seek like an international, district, local office in the chapter?
First of all, for the military, I'd like to go as far as the stars can take me. And as you know, my aspirations are very high, and I'm definitely looking to get some more responsibility and authority within the military. It's been good to me thus far, and I still see that road is bright, and the future is looking pretty good with that. As far as the fraternity is concerned, here in Psi Alpha Chapter San Antonio, I'm starting off with, chairing the Achievement Week, and hopefully with hard work, the brothers will see what I'm capable of, and I am looking to get into the leadership within the organization here, the local chapter, in a more official capacity with that. And then we'll see what goes from there. There's always something on the district level potentially, and as well as internationally. So we'll see what happens. But right now, I need to get the Achievement Week, make that successful, and then we'll see what happens here within the organization here locally.
Brother Swoope, man, it has been an absolute pleasure and an honor to talk to you today, man. And from one veteran, I'm an ex-veteran, to another, man, I want to say thank you for the service that you have endeared to the United States of America and your service to Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, man. I want you to have a really safe Veterans Day, man, and I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, brother.
Peace.